Hello and welcome to the podcast. I'm Marisa.
And I'm Ariana.
And we're the Krolmeister sisters. As a reminder, this podcast is rated T for teen for strong language and mature themes.
If you would like a podcast that is, nice and clean and you can play for your grandma, unless your grandma has a filthy fucking mouth and she's fine with it, then go on over to her very own podcast, Unlocked. What have they been up to, sister? Do you know?
Oh, I have no idea.
All right.
I don't know if they've had recent episodes of Unlocked come out. They've been making cookies on
I've seen that.
Drewlicious. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with them. But they talk to people about things and stuff.
All the stuff.
Mm-hmm. So, Ariana, what are we talking about today?
Today, we're talking about a dark point in Nancy Drew history. Talking about the game I couldn't finish this week. Because it took such a toll on me emotionally. Talking about Labyrinth of Lies.
Labyrinth of Lies. The not most recent game. But the second to last game that came out. Labyrinth of Lies, set in Greece, in a museum/theater.
You know, those museum theaters.
For when you can't pick one setting.
And you have to walk across a very big, pointless courtyard to get from one to the other.
It's like your Pizza Hut Taco Bell combo.
Yeah.
Of game settings, you know.
Or the Taco Bell KFC in Claremont.
Very true. That's very true. But everything's mixed with the Taco Bell in California.
It's true.
Just how it is.
We love our tacos.
So, it's true, even if they're terrible. So what do we like about Labyrinth of Lies?
It's quite pretty.
It is pretty.
It is quite pretty.
It's very pretty. It has a beautiful soundtrack.
Yeah, very pretty soundtrack. That was very nice.
Yeah? You kept saying it reminded you of Princess Bride.
It did. It kept reminding me a lot of Princess Bride. This one track, I can't tell you which one it was, but it had a very
it's like guitar.
Yeah, it was definitely just a nice guitar, and it was just like I could hear hear the grandpa talking.
Yeah.
Hear Peter Falk.
Yeah, definitely.
Rest in peace.
I know, right? Now I'm sad again.
I'm sorry.
I like the storyline is a little more. It's more original than some of the others.
What storyline?
I mean, you're not there yet. The plot is definitely I know, you still have like an hour and a half left in the game, which is why I told you to just go to bed on Thursday, because I was
fucking 7 hours of that goddamn game and nothing. Wait.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, you've done more than 7. You've done like 8.5 hours now.
9.5 hours. 9.5 hours.
Yeah. It took me 8 hours on Junior. So on Junior Detective, there's a big difference between Junior and Senior on this one. We'll talk about that in a little bit. We're still talking about what we like about the game.
Are we?
Because I'm done. Hot. The characters are all hot.
I don't know. See, they're very lovely, and then they start moving.
That's true. They're a little uncanny valley.
And like Niobe's nose doesn't move, and it just sits there, and so it looks really weird on her face about half the time. And the eyes on both Grigor and I'm sorry, I'm going into the next part.
What don't we like about this game?
And then the eyes on both Grigor and fucking Xenia, it's like they're
intense,
assaulting you.
They are very intense, I have to say. Especially Grigor. It's like the character model does blink, but it looks like it doesn't.
It's like he's afraid that if he blinks, he'll miss something, so he keeps his eyes really wide. You guys can't see in the podcast, but I'm blinking terrifyingly. It's
like they didn't get the correct open to closed ratio in the animation.
Yeah.
So it's like one frame of being closed, and that's not quite right for the animation speed.
One frame being closed and then 64 of being fucking open.
Mm-hmm. It's not good. The puzzle to plot ratio in the game, not great.
Not great. Not great in the slightest.
There are far too many puzzles for the amount of plot.
Oh,
I have to
fucking God.
I have to say, the puzzles aren't all bad, but
they're not great.
No, they're not like I enjoy them. I can't think of many of them that I enjoy. We'll talk about that in a bit.
Yeah.
But there's just, for every part where you're moving the plot forward and learning more about what's going on in the mystery, you have to get through like 4 puzzles to do it. And none of it makes any sense.
It's like, alright, you've done 6 puzzles. You get to learn the backstory of one character. And not even like the full backstory. It's going to be a partial backstory.
Yeah. It's like, now you can get a phone call about... For those listening at home, Ariana's rocking back and forth. It's like... And then... Some of the puzzles are just so divorced from the plot.
Oh my gosh.
They make no sense to be doing them.
And this entire plot is so divorced from reality that...
Yeah. I'm like... The plot itself could have been okay.
The actual plot of what they're doing.
Yes. But... the execution...
Who builds a literal fire into their fucking set and sticks it underground with the fire constantly going?
The execution was not great.
You can kill Nancy in a bed of fire.
Magma.
Magma.
No, but it's just like... What? And then, oh, don't get in the river Styx. The water is electrified.
Like, fuck that.
What?
Where
I know Greece doesn't have the same health and safety like standards that we do, but they have health and safety standards.
Like, can we just
call OSHA?
Yeah, can we just call OSHA and get them in here and just fucking like this needs to be shut down immediately.
I don't know the Greek equivalent of OSHA,
I don't care. It's gotta exist,
but we need to get in touch with them because that would have solved this mystery like that. Because we just got people in there going, well, you know, and you look right here.
Who built these sets?
Apparently the hydraulics company, I guess. And the hydraulics get too hot or something. None of it makes sense. It doesn't make any sense. Like, someone in the chat was saying, it would make so much more sense if all of that was, like, parts of exhibits.
Yeah.
Like, it would make more sense. I mean, still not fire. Like, that would still be bad because, you can't put literal, like, lava. That wouldn't...
Because, A, physics doesn't support that on a fucking, like, wooden set?
Yeah. But...
Ow, the lava's slightly hot. Ooh. Like...
But it's like... It would make more sense if it was, like, an exhibit that maybe they were doing, they were docents or something and doing the play like that.
Yeah.
That would have made more sense.
It would have.
Than what they did.
It would have also made sense for it to be, you know, trying to get people to come to the museum. Because, you know, these are the exhibits, and so they're immersive, and it's like, oh, you know, yeah, that's perfect. That'd be great. This
bad. This is bad. It was a bad decision. It was just.
I mean, this isn't
say no.
Disneyland. This isn't Phantasmic they're setting up for. There's no way this shit's fitting underneath there.
No. Absolutely not. None of it makes sense. Where does this? Where does it go? How does it rotate? How does any of this work?
It doesn't.
It doesn't. And you have a fly system, but where... How does that fit into anything? Who knows? So, Ariana, who's your favorite character?
Niobe.
Niobe. Okay. For me, Niobe and Grigor are pretty much tied. But tell us why Niobe's your favorite.
Because she's just as fed up with this bullshit as I am.
No, agreed. Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah. I know nothing about her backstory. I don't understand it at all. I'm going to be perfectly honest. Did she fake paintings? Did she do it for, like,
I think
she painted for her friend, or she stole paintings from... I don't understand what happened.
I think
they said she put the wrong name.
Is that her friend had an exhibit, and so she ended up painting something under her friend's name, and that...
So her friend used it,
out.
But somehow
so yeah, her friend used it, and then instead of her friend being exiled from the art world, she was. Because she technically forged art,
even though
by putting it out
it was
under her friend's
art
name.
Even though it was her art that was enjoyed, so it was actually her friend stealing her art and putting her name
definitely.
on it.
Uh-huh.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
So anyway,
but
Niobe's pretty much fucking done with it, and she's just there to do her fucking job, and she's done with all this mishigas.
Yeah. Also, she's relatable, anxious. I got that.
Yeah.
I'm there with you, girl. She can carry me off into the sunset with those broad shoulders. I'm there. Other than the whole nose not moving thing, she's very pretty.
Yeah, she's very pretty.
I enjoy talking to her. Other than the weird, she'll just like snap at you thing. Don't like that. But otherwise, she's enjoyable to talk to.
Yeah.
I also like Grigor because he is also like sadly relatable.
Yeah. He's definitely more entertaining of any of the characters. That's for sure.
Definitely.
I love his running commentary through those recordings.
Oh yeah.
Like, he's just
I like how they
I have to be the life of the party. Everybody here is dull.
They let the voice actor really chew the scenery.
Yeah.
I love it.
Love it.
I absolutely love it. He got really into it. And he's one of the better voice actors they've had, I feel. He
doesn't read some of the lines in the script the way I would, as we know, because I read his lines. And
it's true.
Only his lines.
Yeah.
I was like, I am Hermes.
If you guys go to our Twitch channel, I have as a highlight my dramatic reading of the entire play, which is 30 pages long.
I did not do the entire play.
No, because you were smart. But I was like, I'm already like 20 pages in. I might as well finish it. By the time I realized it was 30 pages long,
I got like 4 pages in, and I pulled a Niobe and went, "Oh, there's a lot of words here."
Yeah. So, I enjoy his character.
Yes.
And I like that they went in depth on his backstory. And I like that they went a little darker with his backstory, too.
Yeah.
And that they were able to touch on the foster system and stuff like that and how that affects kids.
Yeah.
Because that's not the kind of thing they ever touch on in any of the other games.
No, and that is very nice because it wasn't like with some of the other topics that they've quote unquote broached. Yeah. Where they don't actually broach it. They just they uncomfortably talk around it.
Yeah, I was in the foster system, and it messed me up in this way, and I ended up becoming this person because of it.
Yeah, I had a distrust for people because I believe that they all want something. Everybody wants something, and so, I have to try to be what they want, otherwise I'm just going to be tossed to the side. And it's like, Jesus, that's fucking...
Yeah. And it's like, he became a people pleaser because of that, and it's just like, oh, poor baby. And the whole, I need to put a character on, or what am I doing thing. And it's just like, oof.
Because, I'll let you in on a secret, folks. Actors are just, as a whole, fucked up people.
Yeah. pretty broken, a lot of them. But, yeah. That's why I really like both. I think that's part of why Grigor and Niobe are both our favorites, because they have depth.
Yeah.
Both of them have depth to them.
I'm sure that Xenia has depth somewhere in there.
Yeah. So, Ariana, who are our least favorite characters?
But her various neuroses just sort of make it impossible.
Okay, first of all, it kills me that everyone calls her Xenia the entire time. Xenia. The name is pronounced Xenia. It's pronounced Xenia.
Well, that's what happens when she's just a freaking white American girl there. They don't address that.
She's supposed to be like of Greek, a Greek background and everything. But it's frustrating to me, and I'll come back to that. I'll come back to her name. But Xenia is like, I'll just call her Xenia because everyone calls her Xenia, and that's very frustrating.
Name is Xenia. It's like when you see somebody's name spelled wrong and they pronounce it, or you see it spelled one way and they pronounce that a wrong way, even though phonetically speaking.
I mean,
right, Rissa?
Like my name.
Yeah.
Like Rissa. But at the same time, it's like, that's an actual Greek name.
So why not pronounce it in the Greek fashion?
Or when we're supposed to be in Greece.
Have it be an actual Greek character.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. But whatever. What I don't like about Xenia is that she is that actor/director combo that we've all met and hate.
Oh, is it just us?
I wasn't going to act in this, but
the part just spoke to me.
I couldn't see anyone else playing the part. That's her, and I hate it, and I hate it so much. I hate her.
Yes.
So much.
She very much reminds us of somebody that we did theater with. Now, we won't name his name, but it rhymes with Schlatum Schlarver. And I'm prepared to drag his fucking name through the mud, because he was a piece of shit.
He was. He might be an okay person now, but I doubt it.
I highly doubt it.
Mr. Actor, Director, Pianist Extraordinaire cast himself as the main character in everything. Against all of the leading ladies he wants to kiss.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it was so weird the way the girl he always had a crush on was cast as the star, as his romantic lead. Actually, she was all of his romantic leads in that show. She played different characters who were all romantically involved with him. Because it was a thing. It was like, the women are interchangeable in his life. It was a whole, bit, because he feels connected to this character.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh,
that is Xenia.
That's who Xenia reminds us of. And just the way she treats Niobe in all of those recordings, it's just like, I hate you. I want you. I just want to smack her.
Even when it's positive, she's like, okay, good. Oh my gosh, I didn't know we could do this. Okay, no, yeah, keep going. Oh. That's not so good. Maybe we pull it back now. It's like, Jesus Christ, lady. And she's actually like yelling.
That was the first good bit of acting we've had all night. Did you hear that? It's like, oh my god, you...
And then acting like yelling is part of being a director. A good director, much like a good leader, can lead without yelling. Yeah. That's supposed to be the whole thing. You don't have to yell. You can yell if that's what needs to be done. But
you shouldn't.
It's not the role of director that makes you have to yell.
No.
And be an asshole.
No. Ugh. I hate her.
Yeah.
And she does chain us to a chair in the end.
That is
not
also
cool.
bad.
Not cool, Xenia.
Not cool. Not in a sexy way.
Yeah. Because, to be fair, it points in her direction. She's very pretty. I'm very gay for her. And then she changes into her Persephone, like, the dark gown.
Right.
And then it's like, oof, girl. And then she changes us to the throne, and it's like, hey. But then she just leaves us to die, and it's like,
what a bitch.
Girl, thought we had something going.
And then there's Thanos. Not the good Thanos. The Thanos in this.
The good
At least Josh Brolin's Thanos has a personality.
I don't watch any Marvel things,
Well,
so I have
trust me,
no
he's
idea.
actually a fantastic character.
That's good. I thought in the comics, Thanos is like an incel apparently, and completely in love with death, and gets
he's
cucked by Deadpool.
He's in love.
That's what I know about it.
Yes. Yeah. Movie. But anyway, this Thanos,
which is not pronounced Thanos, it's Thanos, by the way. Again, little weird things I like to do, like pronounce names correctly, but again, Rissa, what am I talking about?
Yeah, calm the fuck down, Rissa.
I know.
Some people mispronounce my name, and my name is phonetically spelt.
I know, it's true. But
no, Thanos.
He has no depth. That's his problem. He's like someone took a piece of wood and painted a bad guy on it.
It's like they came up with his physical design, and that was it. They did nothing else. They're like, oh yeah, no, we'll come back to him. And then they forgot to come back to him.
Yeah. He's just bad. And it's like, they tried, like, they were like, okay, yeah, no. He killed people, and he feels bad about it. And that's apparently his personality.
I mean, they could have shown, I don't know. They could definitely take it some PTSD route.
Yeah, and then maybe he could have been like, Nancy, I need your help, or something like that. Maybe him realizing what he's doing is wrong, something like that.
Right,
but
yeah,
no.
having him instead kind of, like, have a change of heart and happily going to jail for what they're doing. You know, like, something like that?
But
I don't know. But no. We get this blah fucking...
And he looks 12.
Looks 12?
He looks 12.
Look,
I mean...
I know that
if you took the beard away, he'd just look 12.
I was gonna say, I know that Anthony screwed us up about when guys are supposed to develop facial hair, but most guys don't have a full beard at the age of 12.
I'm just saying that, you can stick a beard on him, but he still just looks like a 12-year-old with a fake beard on.
He does. He just looks like they painted, like, dark facial hair on him and went, yes, look at this Dark Lord.
Yeah! Edgelord.
It's like... I
mean, honestly, it's not great.
No.
Not great.
Not very well developed.
No. So, what was your favorite puzzle, sister? Ariana sister?
Ariana sister. Well, Reese's sister. Actually, the hands one was difficult. Very fucking difficult, and made me look like a fucking moron, but I didn't dislike it. And that's the most I can ask it for from this game, I think.
It definitely, it's harder on Senior. Master Sleuth. I apologize. See, Master Sleuth is actually easier than Senior Detective because you get a task list. But whatever. But yeah, it's a fun puzzle. That one's pretty fun.
It is. It's a fun puzzle. It's challenging, and
it's very challenging.
It's one of those things that's challenging, and therefore it's rewarding. Until you get to the third one, and you're like, God fucking damn it! There's a third one of this.
Yeah, and you're sitting there for half an hour, feeling like you're going insane.
40 goddamn minutes of my stream was that puzzle.
Yeah.
I felt so stupid.
No.
But then so accomplished.
Yeah, because you did it.
Yeah. If I'd just been at home doing it, without people watching, then I'd been like, yeah, it's fine. I mean, I am at home, but...
Yeah, it's okay.
If it had just been me, I'd have been like, yeah, fucking got it. But as it was, there were people in the chat going, I want to take a crack at this puzzle. I'm like, no, it's mine.
To be fair, that just meant that it looked fun. You were making it look fun,
no,
Ariana.
What it meant was that they saw how to do it, and they didn't want to keep watching me fucking fail.
That's not true, because I know who said that, and that's not what they meant. But, yeah, that one's fun.
Yeah.
And the recordings are nice. They're a nice moment. They're not a puzzle, but they're a nice moment.
They are a nice moment. Nice diversion from absolutely everything else.
They are only fun, though, if you haven't done a dramatic reading of the play, I have to say. Because if you have done a dramatic reading of the play, then it kind of just adds extra time on. That isn't very fun.
I mean, in all fairness, it does just add extra time on because they keep rereading the same lines over and over again. They have an entire script to work from, but they keep rereading the same fucking lines. It's like, this is a terrible read-through. You are a terrible director. Don't try to nitpick every fucking word. Let them get a part of a scene done, go back, nitpick a little, and then try again. Like, fuck you, Xenia.
Yeah, honestly, she's a bad director.
She's a bad director.
What I really like about it, though, is it gives us a sense of the dynamic between the characters, because this is the only time where we see more than two characters interacting together in any of the games. Literally, the only game where we see, because, like, other than the very beginning of Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon, we never see, like, more than two characters interacting.
Secret of Shadow Ranch. Everybody's around the campfire. Albeit, I don't think Cowboy Dave really
doesn't speak.
Interacts with anybody except for Nancy.
No. But still, they have these long scenes of getting to hear them all interact and getting to understand the dynamic, and it gives us more insight to the plot. And I think that really helps. Because, you know, they sure as hell aren't giving us any insight to the plot anywhere else.
And I think it's really sad that you feel it gives you insight to the plot, because it really doesn't. And that's how little of the plot we get outside of those scenes.
I mean, it does. It does give you insight, especially with Niobe. Niobe's very transparent.
Yeah. Did you want me to read this? I thought you wanted me to read this. Okay, I'm gonna read this. Okay. My daughter! And Xenia, your line readings are not better.
Mother! Oh no, dear mother! Do not cry! Exactly. So, what are your least favorite puzzles?
Oh my god! All of them! No, okay, Jesus. Alright, well, I'm gonna start with the Greek letter one.
I hate that one, because either transliterate or do it phonetically.
Can't do both.
Don't do this bullshit of trying to do half and half.
No. It's...
Because it's just... That's bull. That's bull. Honestly.
Yeah.
What they do, especially the ones where it kills me, for Niobe and Xenia are the ones where it kills me, because Thanos and Grigor, it works mostly for either transliteration or phonetically, because they mostly are saying it phonetically. I mean, you know. But for Niobe and Xenia, the issue with Xenia's name is that they're pronouncing the X as a Z, and then they're pronouncing it Xenia, so they're pronouncing it, the first E is the E sound, and the second one is the E sound, and then you're supposed to do it like it's Xenia. So they have you use the Greek alphabet like it's supposed to be pronounced Xenia.
I hated it.
So it's much. Like, what do you want from me? Why is, like, it's stupid, because, like, they give us all this stuff of, this is how you, in Niobe's notes, she talks about, like, the difference between gardenia and, I don't remember the ones with the short.
Yeah. I don't remember the short
E,
one.
and it's like,
actually, she said that the short E was in gardenia, like they're pronouncing it gardenia.
Gardenia?
Yes, that's what it said in the fucking notes. And I'm like, wait a fucking second. I was like, no.
I don't like it.
So if I had followed the notes, the way that she was apparently pronouncing it, because I was like, it's not a short E in Gardenia. What is she fucking talking about? That's not a short E.
And why was she writing notes to herself in English?
That is also a good question. She writes everything in English. Like that weird poetry to herself.
But whatever. But I hate it so much because if they had just wanted to transliterate it, they should have just made used one E, right? And one I. That way you could just do one or the other. Mm-hmm. So I hate it.
You want to go on to I was going to say, you want to go on to your least favorite thing, sister?
My least favorite one is the stupid stage light, the lighting cue one. Because I understand. I completely understand if you don't want to have someone programming things on a light board. I do. I get it. That's not very interesting. You'd have to do all these levels and hit program. It's not very interesting to look at, programming light cues, right? You have to physically move things levels. Okay? I get that. So I understand making it into this little, weird, light thing, and you have all these...
Yeah, puzzle thing.
Arrows, I guess. I'm like, okay, whatever. That's not how any of this works. Why do you only have 5 lights on a stage at a time? Doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever.
And it's a large stage.
It's a very large stage. But, whatever. This is what you have, I guess. But why are you programming your cues out of order? And why are you doing it based on stage direction instead of when in your script you could literally just be saying cue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no reason.
You don't have to annotate the fucking
say scene change. Demeter yells to her daughter. You don't have to say that. You can just that was an added level of unnecessary bullshit. Mm-hmm. Is pretty much how I feel. Just unnecessary.
Yeah, there's
completely unnecessary bullshit.
A lighting designer does not write in their notes this is the...
No,
they write the cue number that they programmed in because they programmed the levels as they were looking at the actor on the stage.
Yeah, that's not how any of this works.
You do that by sight. You don't look at a stage and go, you know what, I'm going to have this one going from here at this level on this color and this one. Yeah. That's not how it works. You do it by eye. That's not how
it works. Yeah, you do it. You sit there and you have everyone freeze on stage, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't even remember the word for it now. Hold. You have everyone hold.
I was like, you forgot my least favorite word in the world.
Hold. And everyone stops exactly where they are in the exact position they're in. And the lighting designer messes with levels. And they don't write it down. No. They hit program.
I was going to say, they hit program. They set it into their fucking board. And it is that number. Yep. That number on the board is just for that fucking lighting cue.
Yes. You don't have to, and then they write down the number right there in their script. That's what they write down.
That's what they do.
They don't write down E, then a bunch of arrows with dots and a letter. That's not what they do, you stupid assholes.
But you're saying to yourselves, but Krolmeister sisters, this isn't real life. This is Nancy Drew. You're correct. You know what? It is Nancy Drew. But at the same time, who fucking programs their board out of goddamn order? Who does that? What kind of psychopath?
It's just a certain level that it's why? It's unnecessary because it's who's gonna go, okay, now I'm reading my script, I'm gonna hit A, C, D.
Additionally,
why?
This is coming from Xenia's script. So these are Xenia programmed it. Xenia, designed it. So you're going to tell me neurotic fucking Xenia did her designs out of order?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, she did not, sir. Also, if you do design one queue and then another, and you want to go back and have a queue in between it, that's going to be a half queue, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
It goes like one and a half.
I don't remember any. I don't know about any more.
That's how I recall it.
I don't know about queue. Light boards may have changed in the last 10 years.
I guess so. It's
to be
possible.
fair. Or the last 6 years.
But they wouldn't have changed so that you have to add a different... It's not like they changed that you have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know.
Yeah.
They would change so that it's easier to move things back and forth.
Yeah, definitely.
Things don't change for the harder. They change for the...
No, it's probably that you can just literally insert a queue and then just push all the others further now. Probably.
Okay. I'm done yelling about this game now.
Yeah. Let's hear your crackpot theory.
All right. My crackpot theory is that somewhere within this game, there's a good game happening. Whatever fucking Melina is doing, that's the good game.
Whatever Melina's doing, amazing.
What's your crackpot theory?
My crackpot theory is that secretly they are all being controlled by the Anunnaki.
I knew it. That's why none of this makes any sense, and that's why their stage design is ridiculously complicated. Aliens.
Yeah. Aliens. It's aliens.
It's aliens.
Yeah. It's just aliens. So, that's how we feel about Labyrinth of Lies. As you can tell,
not that we take a hard stance on it or anything.
We're not fans. So that's our crackpot theories. We'd love to hear your guys' crackpot theories. You can hit us up on our many social media, our Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, our fancy website, KrolmeisterSisters.knifefightclub.com.
You can also find us on iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Is there something else I'm missing?
Yes. No, that's it.
Oh, no, that's it? Great. Fantastic.
Yeah.
You can find us on those things, and you can review us.
Yeah,
Give us a nice
help us
little
out
review. Make us feel all warm and fuzzy when we read it.
Yeah. And you can also subscribe to our Twitch to get access to our cute little wine glass emote. So, as always, I'm Marisa.
And I'm Ariana.
And we're the Krolmeister sisters. And we're asking you guys to stay sleuthy.